Hi there, it's Sarah here again, children's nutritionist. I want to talk you through some of the puffs and rice cakes and also supplementary baby weaning products that I think you may be thinking about buying or may have already tried with your baby, just to give you a bit of an idea of what I think of them. So things like these carrot sticks or sweet corn rings or the Melty puffs here. These are actually commercial baby foods that I think do play quite an important role in weaning. They look a bit like this. So they're what we call meltable solids, and these are really helpful for babies learning how to pick things up and put them to their mouths themselves. So they're nice and big and chunky, they're easy to pick up, and what's great about them is that once the babies put them in their mouths, they don't necessarily need to have the chewing skills in order to be able to manage that food. And that's because these literally dissolve. They disappear in their mouth, so they're actually a very safe food in terms of risk of choking. Great practice from very early on in weaning. I would usually recommend finger foods being introduced around about 6.5 months or a couple of weeks into starting your baby's weaning journey, and these are really good for something like that. They're very low in nutrition, however, so make sure that when you're offering those, you're offering them alongside a meal as well. So this is not just on its own. The other things that are quite useful, I think, are the rice cakes, the baby rice cakes. And what I like about these is there is a little bit more texture to them. So although they do dissolve in the mouth, babies do have to learn how to chew a little bit in order to deal with them. So they're almost like the next stage up. Just be aware that a lot of these are sweetened with apple juice or pear juice or blackberry juice. There's a variety of different ones. And although they come from a natural source, it's still sugar, okay? So just because it says it's been sweetened with apple or pear, it doesn't necessarily mean it's any better. It's still a free sugar and it's still going to be damaging to those little teeth that are coming through. Another type of product that I think is quite nice are the baby pasta shells. These are fantastic. You don't necessarily need to buy a baby brand at all. These ones are from Boots, but you could use the pasta that you might use to make a minestrone soup, for example. That's equally as good. The reason why I like these is often I see parents whose babies don't want to take lumpy foods and they're quite difficult to progress onto that lumpy stage in eating. And one of the things that works quite well is if you make up a pasta with just a little bit of sauce and perhaps use your baby's favourite puree as the sauce, then babies are much more likely to take it. The reason for that is when you introduce a few lumps in a lot of sauce, that's actually a really tricky texture for babies to manage. So if you make the dish nearly all pasta with just a little bit of sauce to flavour it, that tends to be a really good way of getting your baby used to having lumps in their diet. And finally, a product that I really don't like and I really do not think has any role at all in a baby's weaning diet are baby juices. Babies, toddlers really don't need anything other than water or milk. There is absolutely no role at all for a baby juice. This, in fact, when you look at it, is apple juice diluted with water. There's no nutritional benefit at all. Because the apple juice is juice, it's a sugar in a liquid form, it's actually very, very damaging to teeth. And because babies have a very, very mature, sweet taste buds, they will take this and they will like it and they will take a lot of it and they will fill up on it, which means that they won't have enough of an appetite for their next meal, which then ultimately means that they're not going to get the nutrition that they need. So avoid these, absolutely not necessary. In terms of drinks, it's water or it's milk. That it really is all they need. I hope you found that helpful. See you soon. Bye-bye. So if you liked what you just saw and you'd like to find out more, you can download my free guide to my favourite baby weaning essentials. Just click on the link below.